Movies are arguably the best way to see a story come to life. However, they're no small task to create. To make a movie, you need a good story, competent actors, an experienced director, and a decent budget. So with absolutely none of these things, I decided to make one. So the plan was very simple, but before we can get into that, I've got to bring up the fact that 57% of you guys watching aren't subscribed. Subscribing helps me out so much in creating cool things like this. Plus it's free and you can unsub whenever. But with that out of the way, it's time for step one, which was coming up with a concept for this movie. But I couldn't rightfully do that on my own, so I got my two friends into a call and together, we set out to tell the greatest story we could possibly tell. A tale that no one but us would dare to put to film.
What if the city is like a swamp and the main character is an ogre? Now hear me out.
And then after writing and creating the entire Shrek movie, we started working on another idea. First thing we gotta come up with is the genre. What kind of story are we trying to tell? You know, gotta be...
Can we make like a soul hero kind of like Batman noir-esque kind of movie?
And he's monologuing to himself?
It was the dark and stormy night.
And here's
just like that,
it was raining in my head as well.
And after we decided the genre, we wanted to create a main character. So the three of us individually drew what we thought the main character should look like, and then we compared them. With a brim. Here's my protagonist. I want him to have a beige hat and beige coat and beige underwear.
Okay, I find that really funny, Bizly. You wanna know why?
Why?
Let me see it.
Because here's my protagonist.
Yes!
Wow. You guys?
Yes! He's got a plunger and a gun. What is the plunger for?
The plunger is his secondary weapon. He always keeps it in his offhand. His name needs to be kind of like a one-liner. It's like a one-word like stinger. What if his name was Mustang?
Mustang? Dude, that's a fucking phenomenal name for a main character.
Mustang Whisper.
I don't know if Whisper's a good last name. We gotta give him something like... What a Mustang Flush? Okay. And with the main character figured out, it was time to get into the meat of the story. Really figure out what kind of tale we were gonna tell.
As idea, so basically she's a high school girl, except she's got huge boobs. I mean, so
oh my god.
Okay, I really don't know how it keeps ending up here, but we did actually come up with a story.
All right, so he's a plumber, and then somehow he wakes up one day and he turns on the news, and there's a big old story about how a psychotic serial killer is going around clogging the toilets, and in turn, the toilets get clogged, and anyone who sits on the toilet, the clogged toilet, is cursed. And then later they have a dream about being full of shit, and then they die in their dream, and when they wake up, they die in real life.
Now we've gone from crime action drama to like Nightmare on Elm Street shit. Like, what is the cursed toilet? Where's that part come in?
Like the antagonist who clogs toilets as that's a serial.
So like, the scene opens. The first scene of the movie. It's a diner, early morning. It's 11:37 a.m. As I eat my sausage and gravy biscuits, I watch the television hooked up to the side of the wall, and that's when the news says it. It tells me all about him, the toilet maniac.
I'm the toilet maniac. I'm gonna clog all the toilets.
And that's when she walked in.
Hold on, let's give him a girlfriend. Let's give him a girlfriend and let's make the antagonist killer.
Her name was Susie Q. She had legs in all the right places.
Why? Where are the wrong places? I don't know. We laughed about this for a solid 10 minutes while Grizzly contemplated why he even agreed to this, but eventually we got back into the plot. I feel like we need to give him a better motive.
What's her name? Sorry, what was her name? Delilah Daisy?
I already wrote it down. Delilah Daisy gets kidnapped by the antagonist and her toilet gets clogged.
What if they're trying to catch this serial killer and every time he kills somebody 3 days before they die, their toilet gets clogged and the detectives need to call on the plumber to solve the case,
but they can never find him?
Yeah,
because the only one that can find him would be the guy who gets who
he understands
unclog
the sewer
toilets
systems. Exactly.
And when you unclog the toilets, there's clues. And then out of nowhere, he's with his lover, Daisy, Delilah Daisy. He goes to her bathroom only to see it is clogged by the same way as the other victims, and this is when he realizes, oh no, she's going to die. And what he does before he goes back out to tell her is he takes takes out his trusty plunger, who actually can talk.
The plunger.
Wait.
What?
Okay, but this is only okay if it talks like what's that one David Hasselhoff movie?
I don't know. It's the SpongeBob movie. Where
Knight Rider.
You
Like in Knight Rider, he has the talking car in Knight Rider. It's like an AI. He has like an AI plunger.
What if the plunger calls him Stang? I
The
actually
plunger's
like
name
Stang
has to be-
as like a name.
But it's-
Stang.
That's the sequel. This sequel is called Mustang Flush 2. Put a little Stang on it. wait, we don't have a title yet, do we?
No, that's what I was gonna ask next. It was the title.
Mustang Vice.
And so, with our incoherent outline and a movie title so cool that it would make sweet short love to you and then not call you back afterwards, it was time to move on to step 2. Writing the script. Now this step was gonna be a little more difficult because I don't have any experience scripting, but I wasn't gonna let that stop me. So I sat down, I listened to some LA noir music, I really got into it, and I just... Then, after slamming my head against my keyboard for 3 months, I came out with a 26-page script with 13 characters and a whole lot more work to do. Oh god, this is so much work. Why did I decide to do this? But see, step 3 was so simple. All I had to do was corral my friends into a Discord call like a shepherd does his flock. And from there, get them to read the lines of my 26-page script, which they inevitably did after some persuasive actions. And after facing several lawsuits, it was finally on to the last step. After 4 months of planning and working, I was finally there. I was right at the home stretch. All I had to do was Photoshop together different people to create the character models. Add all the lines. Create every single scene from scratch, like this. Create this scene. Add this cow up here. Blur the whole scene and cover it with a diner so nobody knows the cow is there but me. They don't deserve the cow. Add David Hasselhoff in there, because why the fuck not? Watch my editing software crash a couple hundred times. Break my keyboard. Buy a new keyboard. Break that one. Keyframe literally everything. Give up on YouTube and go work in the coal mines. Get black lung and die. Come back to life only to make this sick-ass title sequence you're about to see. And then... it was ready to be watched. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. We're gonna be doing the first screening of the movie. Yeah. Anyway, you know, it really couldn't have happened without all of you helping so much and just pushing me to do something creative and dumb like this. So I appreciate you all, and I really hope you enjoy what we've made.
This better be good.
I mean, I hope it's good. I don't really know. You can't really know.
I divorced my wife for this.
You did what? I did not ask you to do that. You know, how about we save all these thoughts till the end, and I'll just play the movie, all right? I'm gonna play it in 3, 2, 1...
Man, I can't wait to watch The Office.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just about to my forehead. Oh. Why are you looking at my forehead? Meet my eyeline, Jim. Stop acting like an idiot.
Oh, man, the toilet's clogged. I guess I have to use the sink. Hello?
Is your toilet clogged?
Yes?
Well, you better go catch it!
What? Hello? Hello?
The time is 7:24 a.m. As I eat my breakfast, I look out at the morning rain. A soft mist rests on the sidewalks as those faceless souls go about their day. I can't help but wonder where they're going, and why they even bother.
Sir, would you like a refill?
Oh, yes, ma'am. There I was, the same diner, sitting in the same seat, drinking the same cup of coffee I did every day. Not a single sugar packet out of place. When something on that old television caught my eye.
Police are calling him the Septic Slasher. It's said that he's murdered upwards of 17 different people around the city with seemingly no connection. Police are investigating the crime scenes further and hopefully will tell us more in the coming days. Now on
Septic Slasher, huh? This city gets stranger and stranger by the day. I continued to sip my coffee and kept to myself. And that's when she walked in. Miss Delilah Daisy. A pretty little number with legs in all the right places. But what would she be doing here?
I figured I'd find you here.
Hey, I thought you were working a story today.
Oh yeah, we're running a piece on the Septic Slasher, and I'm just doing some research.
Don't tell me that's the story you're working. It's too dangerous.
No, what's dangerous is living in a city where everyone is too scared to stand up to monsters like this guy. Anyway, I didn't come here for your approval. I actually came for your help. It seems he is clogging the victims' toilets before he kills them. I think he may be leaving clues behind in the plumbing, but you're the only one with the tools to find out.
Tool? Is that all I am to you, Miss Daisy?
I didn't mean it like that.
Hurtful.
You can forget it, Dee. I'm not getting involved and you shouldn't either.
You know, you've changed, Mustang. You didn't used to be such a coward. Anyway, I'll get out of your hair. I'm sure you have a long day of unclogging old lady toilets ahead of you.
As much as I didn't want her to be, she was right. Not about me being a coward, but about the old woman's toilet. Miss Jensen called me in for an emergency toilet unclogging. And by the sound of her voice on the phone, it's gonna be a chunky one.
Pardon me. Do you know the name of that man who just walked out?
Oh, him? Yeah, that's Mustang. He comes in here every morning around the same time and narrates everything he does for some reason.
Right. Do you know anything else about him?
Not really. I just overhear things. I know he's a plumber, and I'd guess that was his girlfriend that just walked out. Why are you so interested?
Never mind. I'll be on my way. Thanks for the coffee.
Alright. Fucking weirdo.
I don't mean to overstep, sir, but why is it you don't want to help Miss Daisy?
You wanna know why, Chive? I'll tell you why. It's all because of what happened on that horrible day. It was the worst thing I ever experienced in my life. I was young then. Not old like I am now. I'll never forget how it happened. It all started when... Oopsie doopsie, gotta get that one.
Hello, is this Mr. Flush?
Yeah, who's asking?
I was hoping you could help me out with a plumbing issue. It's an emergency.
Yeah, send over the address. I'll be there as soon as possible. Looks like we've got a job to do, Chive. Why are the police here?
I don't have a good feeling about this one, Sting.
Wait in the car.
Not like I had much of a choice.
Did somebody call the plumber?
Yeah, that was me. Detective Richard Head. But you can call me Dick.
Detective... Dick? Head?
Dick is good. So listen, we've got a real nasty clog here. We've been informed that you're the only one in the city with the tools to handle a clog of this nature.
I can only gather by the 5 squad cars that this isn't just a clogged toilet. This wouldn't have anything to do with the Septic Slasher now, would it?
So you heard of him. We've been on his tail for weeks, but I can't seem to get a lock on him. We're hoping maybe you could help us find clues in the plumbing, since it's the only thing consistent with these murders.
No matter how much I try to stay away from this case, I can't seem to escape it. It's like riding a bike with a dildo seat. There's just no way around getting fucked. I just wish they'd leave me out of it. Especially after what happened on that day. I'll never forget that fateful day.
Hey, do you always monologue mid-conversation? Look, you're lucky we don't consider you a suspect, considering you've had a job at every one of these houses at some point before they died.
You know my record is unclogged. Sorry, Detective. I just can't help you. This is one toilet Mustang won't flush.
That man's a loose cannon.
That was quick. We're not going in?
No. No, we're not. Barkeep. Dry martini. 3 olives.
You got it, sir.
Rough day, huh?
You wouldn't know the half of it. Do you know what it's like to have everyone around trying to make you be something you're not? Something you can never be. And no matter how hard you try, they always end up making you feel like the bad guy.
Nope, can't say that I do. Have a good night.
Okay then.
Hey, Stang, you sure you good to drive home?
Yeah, I think I'll be alright.
How many fingers am I holding up?
Enough.
Let me call you a cab.
Oh, it's okay. I'll just catch an Uber.
Uber for Mustang Flush?
Right here.
I was wondering when you'd show up. I heard you went to the slasher's crime scene today.
Yeah, Detective Dickhead over there left out some details when he called me about the job.
I know you're upset with him, but is that really necessary?
No, that's his name. Detective Dickhead.
Right. And the victim's name was Wilma Dickfit.
Now you're just being sarcastic.
No, it actually was, look.
What is it with the parents of this city? You know, there was a time when names were classy and sophisticated. Not like they are now. I'm not sure what's come of this city. Seems like that enchilada isn't sitting right, Dee Dee. I'm gonna go take a log to the sawmill if you catch my drift. I have to shit. I'm saying I need to take a shit.
Keep your drift to yourself, Mustang. But be fast. I haven't gone all day.
Oh, great. The toilet's clogged. I can't even get a few moments of peace to myself without... Wait, Dee Dee just said she hasn't gone to the bathroom all day. If it wasn't her, then... Oh, shit! Dee Dee! Hey, are you here? Hello? Chive, did you see anything?
What? No! I was jerking my dick! Fuck, what happened?
I think the slasher has Dee Dee, and if he does, we don't have much time.
Fuck! Alright, let's get in the van.
Shit! I left the van at the bar.
So how are we gonna get there?
You from around here?
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Detective Head!
It's Dick.
Yeah, I know, Dickhead. The septic slasher's got my girlfriend.
Oh, wait, really? How would you know?
I went to the bathroom at her place and the toilet was clogged, and when I went to find her, she was gone. I wasn't sure it was him until I found this note.
Shit, we have to get this to forensics now. Glad you finally decided to help us out, Mustang.
What choice did I have? I guess it's inevitable to become what it is you're running from. Ever since that day, I stayed away from this kind of thing. That awful day I'll never forget. I guess it really is your worst days that define you. All I can hope is that today isn't one of those days. I couldn't bear reliving.
Hey, who's this guy? I'm David Hasselhoff.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Mustang. This is David Hasselhoff.
I know who he is. I've seen the SpongeBob movie. Nice tits, by the way. But how did he end up in a Chicago police station?
We don't have time for details. Now we need to get this letter to forensics and go look for clues. David, you're coming with us. We might need you there.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Why are we here instead of at Dee Dee's house?
Well, this is where it all started. The slasher left any clues, they'll be here. Get out your tools and let's go.
Is that really all I am to you people? A tool?
Hey, buddy. You can be anything you want to be, okay? Don't listen to these guys. Listen to me, David Hasselhoff. Without you, we wouldn't be getting anywhere.
Thanks, David Hasselhoff.
Stop talking to my plunger. All right, Chive. Time to do your thing.
I hate this part. My job sucks.
Look, is that a Y in the toilet?
Yeah. Looks like it's leading down to the sewers.
Sewers, huh? I'll bring my special David Hasselhoff snorkel gear. David!
Dude, gross.
All right, let's get in there.
After you. This is more your scene. There's nothing down here, guys. And it smells like shit.
Wait, over here. The wire leads down this way. God, what could this even possibly lead to? What would this guy want with Dee Dee? I was such a fool not to help her from the beginning. Why did I have to be so stubborn? Why couldn't I have just...
Hey, pal. You know we can hear you, right?
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
What the fuck is that?
Is it a septic tank?
In your experience, if septic tanks ticked like that and also had a fuse on them?
My God, it's a bomb! Why would there be a bomb? I keep looking for answers, but all I keep finding are more questions.
Tell me about it. Well, how about you ask Slasher all these questions when we find him? Right now, we've got to get back to the station and call this in.
Hey, detective?
Not now, David Hasselhoff. We've got to get back to the station.
Yeah, but I can't fit you between my big pecs, detective. How are we gonna get there?
What do you mean, how are we gonna get there? We're gonna take the David, where's my car?
It must have been taken by the Slasher. He knows we're onto him.
So if we don't have the car, how are we supposed to get back?
Fuck! So, David.
Yes.
How did you fit both SpongeBob and Patrick between those packs?
Lot of practice.
Oh.
David, you get over to the explosive division and report the bomb. We need to lay all this out. If we look at these points over here, this is every known crime scene from Slasher victims. If we cross-reference that with the sewer systems, we can see all these murders took place in sewer hotspots.
So, what would happen if this guy theoretically set off a bomb in every one of these locations?
Well, theoretically, it would leave all of Chicago flooded with sewage, killing hundreds of thousands in the process. You have a web of combined sewer systems here, so it set off a chain reaction.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Astute observation there, stupid plunger.
Hey! Just because we're gonna die doesn't mean you can hurt my feelings.
Guys, I think you want to take a look at this.
We were dusting for prints on this letter and decided to run a black light over the letter. You'll never guess what we found.
Fingerprints?
No, this guy really covered his tracks.
But we turned the note over, and it has coordinates on the back in invisible ink.
What is this? The school of witchcraft and wizardry from the famous motion picture Harry Potter?
No, Mustang. This is good. He must be leading us there. We have to go.
It's gotta be a trap though, right? Just like in book 4 of the famous book series, Harry Potter.
Yeah, probably. But it's a risk we'll have to take. Thanks for the help figuring this out, Mustang, but we'll take it from here. I promise we'll bring Miss Daisy back to you, safe and sound.
I've always hated Harry Potter. If you think you're going in after her without me, you've got another thing coming, dickhead.
We can't just bring a civilian to harm's way like that, Mustang. It's against protocol.
But I'm not just a civilian. I'm a plumber.
What does that have to do? I'm not really sure how that's supposed to mean anything, but I doubt I could stop you from coming anyway. I'll go get David and we'll get out of here. Alright, so when we go in there, I want everybody to be on their toes. This could be dangerous.
Should I activate my kill mode?
Kill mode?
Yeah, kill mode.
Holy Hasselhoff! He could do that the whole time?
Oh, well, hello there, gentlemen. How's it hanging? Or should I say, who's it hanging?
Let her go, Slasher.
Oh, Mustang. That's no way to talk to a friend now, is it?
You're no friend of mine.
But aren't I? We've sure spent an awful lot of time together. Like back at good old Delilah's house. Or the crime scene. The bar. Hell, even that same diner where you sit in the same seat and drink the same cup of coffee every day. Not a sugar packet out of place, right, Sting?
But how? Why?
You see, Mustang, I knew you were the only one who could stop us. So I had to keep tabs on you. Watch for your every move. Make sure you weren't too close. Not to mention, you have something I want.
What could I have that you want?
The Plunger Mustang. Give him to me, and I'll let it all go.
No,
It's okay. It's all right. I'll go.
Are you sure?
What greater sacrifice could I make for those who care for me so much?
Okay.
Good. Yes. Now it's all coming together. I'm so glad we could come to this arrangement, gentlemen. Been a pleasure doing business with.
Oh shit! Nice one, Plunger.
For the last time. I'm more than just a plunger. You imbeciles think you're so much better than me, calling me a tool, using me, drowning me daily just so you can shit with ease. Not anymore.
What do you mean?
Don't you get it, Mustang? Do none of you see it even still? God, you miss all the details, don't you? I only killed him because I don't need him anymore.
You saying you worked with the slasher?
Me? Worked for that weak sack of shit? Not a chance. He was a pawn. I want all of you to walk in my shoes. Feel what it is to drown in your own.
But you don't wear shoes.
Funny, aren't you? I can assure you, your sense of humor won't last when you're all swimming.
Wait, no!
Good luck!
Detective, you get the chive. David, go try to disrupt the bombs. I have to go save Dee Dee.
Wow, I really didn't see this coming.
Hang on, Dee. I'll get you down from there.
Oh, don't worry. I'm just hanging here.
I'm gonna throw you this rope. Grab on.
Chive, how could you betray your own friend like this? Kill those innocent people.
He never cared for me! If he did, he wouldn't have tortured me every day! But there's no sweeter taste than revenge, Detective Head, and I intend to get mine!
This can't be that hard. It's just a few wires. I should be able to do this. No problem. Here we go. Just...
You've got to catch it, Dee. Please.
Just a little further. I've almost got it.
Hey, if we don't make it out of this, I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have helped you when all this started, instead of letting my own feelings get in the way. I just couldn't get over what happened that day. It still haunts me. Now I can't get it out of my head. I should have looked past it, but how could I? How could anybody look past such an awful...
Mustang, it's not the time to be talking about this.
You're right, I'm sorry. Here.
I've got it.
Thank God. I didn't think we were gonna make it out of this one alive.
Well, those bombs could still go off any minute now.
Me too. I mean, you're right. Let's go.
So how did you suppose you were gonna get out of this after you blew up the sewers? Considering you don't have legs and all.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve, Detective.
But you don't have sleeves either.
That's still not funny!
Maybe this one? Shit, wait, here. Yeah. Oh, fuck. No, hold on. This looks cool. No, maybe not. What does this one do? Oh, alright. Let me just get in the gut.
David, what are you doing?
Oh, you know, the usual. Just trying to stop a sentient plunger from blowing up the Chicago sewer systems and flooding the city with our own feces, effectively killing hundreds of thousands of people. What? You up to anything cool?
You need to short the circuit so it can't send the signal out to the bombs.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Relax, man.
Chive, why would you do this? How could you do this? I thought we were friends. Partners. I can't believe you were...
Enough! I'm tired of the constant monologue. All I wanted was for you to feel the torture I felt every day.
I wish you would have told me. I would have listened.
You never listen. It's too late anyway, Mustang. It's over. The bombs will go off and you will finally see the world through my eyes.
Just tell me which wire to cut and I'll spare you, Chive. It doesn't have to end this way.
Doesn't it? Isn't it a poetic ending for us, Mustang? You and I dying as we lived? Covered in shit.
You know I hate poetry!
We're probably gonna die anyway, so we might as well just pull a bunch of wires. It's a shot in the dark, but at least we have a chance of surviving.
Wait, I had a hassle thought.
We did it! Yeah!
Actually, I did it. I figured it was like an on-off switch, so I just pushed the button again. You did good, Hasselhoff. You did good.
I mean, shit, it worked.
But wait, where's Chive?
I'm sure he'll turn up. We'll find him.
Let's get you guys back to the station. We'll have the bomb squad go and disarm those bombs and get everything sorted out. That was some good work out there, guys. Mustang, even if it was under awful circumstances, glad I got to work with you. You'd make a hell of a detective.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Shame Chive got away, though.
That's alright. Hell, with those injuries, he's probably dead.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I'd better get going.
Hey! Think we'll work together again?
Depends on whether or not we actually get monetized.
Don't you forget about me. Don't you forget about me. Hey!
Sir, are you good? Yeah, it's part of the bit. So what do you guys think?
That sucks.